account, and who is going to log in into the AWS account. If you are the AWS admin, what you can do. If you are the super user, what you can do. If you are the normal user, what you can do. Today we are going to discuss about our first service, that is IAM, Identity and Access Management. Try to remember right now, Identity and Access Management. This is the service in AWS. This is the one of the service in AWS. If you click on IAM, then it is taking you to the separate dashboard. Like if I go to the aws.amazon.com, then if I click on the IAM dashboard, then it is taking you to the IAM, then it is taking you to the separate dashboard where you can manage the IAM user related IAM. If I search for IAM, then it is taking you to the IAM dashboard. So you can search for IAM and click on IAM, then it is taking you to the separate dashboard where you can manage the user related stuff, users, groups, roles, and all. That means IAM is the one of the service in AWS that will manage all user related, groups related, policy related, and some services related. So we can provide all the permissions and all these things to this user. So that is the main aim of the this IAM. IAM will provide you identity and access management where you can get the users. In this IAM, we are once we click on IAM, it is taking you to the separate dashboard where you can manage the user related, group related, and all these things. Okay. So then coming to in this IAM, what we can do exactly, all security management. You can say user management. You can say security related, all the stuff. Okay, so that is the IAM. So if you click on IAM dashboard, now you are in IAM dashboard. So who is managing this IAM? Who is managing IAM? Any idea?
Yeah, hi Reddy, sorry to disturb you.
Admin.
Only administrator is going to manage the IAM. Only administrator is going to manage the IAM. So that means you are going to manage one of the service in AWS, that is the IAM. So that means, like, you imagine after getting the job, suppose you after completing my after completing the course, imagine after completing your course, right? So then you got the job in any company. Then what you are going to do here? What you are going to do? So suppose in that one of the job is IAM job. So in that, whatever the job you are performing in that job, one job is you are managing the IAM service. That means after getting the job as a AWS administrator, then what you are going to do? You are managing the so many services in AWS. So many services means in that one of the services IAM, identity and access management, and you can create the user, delete the user, password reset, and all user related special permissions and permissions assigning and roles assigning and all so many things you are going to do as an AWS administrator. So this is the one of the job. And also you need to another service. Tomorrow we are going to discuss example. In that service there is a cloud watch to monitor your environment. That means, like, some server is down, you need to identify. Some storage is down, someone is deleting the file, you need to monitor. And all this monitoring stuff, and everything you are going to manage from another service. Like one more service, storage service. Someone is requested you, hey, I need a 20 GB space, or I need some website hosting and storage. I need some storage for big data solution. I need some storage for my data analytics, my data science, or my data related. Someone is asking, I need a data for storage for my trading logs to collect, and some database administrator, their all system related logs need to sync to here. So like that there is a services like almost we are learning almost amazing services, all system admin related services, all not system, all infrastructure related services. Almost we are going to discuss at least 15 minimum services, all infrastructure related services we are going to discuss as part of our training. In that we are starting now the first service, that is IAM, Identity and Access Management. Identity and Access Management we are going to do. Now you got it right, what we are going to do now, where we are approaching, and any confusion? In AWS, we have many services. In that services, some services are development related, some services are production related, some services are testing related, some services are like big data, and so many services. But we are discussing only infrastructure related services. Like if you click on database RDS, then it is taking you to the separate dashboard where you can manage the database related operations in AWS. That is, you are going to manage the one more service. Like that, so many services are there, but we are learning only infrastructure related services. In that, the first service we are trying to understand, that is the IAM, Identity and Access Management. In this Identity and Access Management, we are going to do some user related, security related and all. So before going to that, any questions here, anyone? Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi, Reddy. I just my internet reconnected now. Can you please explain this particular screen diagram?
Yes, yes. So here only thing is what job you are going to do in this, like IAM. IAM, we have the multiple services like IAM, server, database, and networking, and so many services you are going to manage as a AWS administrator if you select for any company. And all the jobs are done by AWS administrator only one person, one team. So that is the one thing. In that, we are starting our first service, that is IAM. Before going to that, any questions like where we are going, how we are approaching, and all, let me know before starting. Very quick.
No, it's clear, I think.
Yeah. So now coming to one second. So that is the one thing. So in this, the first thing is we are going to discuss about user administration related. User administration related means I already explained yesterday class. So as a AWS administrator, your responsibility is providing the access to through IAM. Through IAM, you are providing the access to database people, application people, some developers, some outside people also accessing. So whoever need a access, you need as a in IAM service. In IAM service, you need to provide the access to that users, Java developer, or big data people, storage engineer, like whoever is needed to work with the AWS along with you. So these people are all managing the AWS services. This guy is managing the database. This guy is managing the some big data services. This guy is managing some other services. So this IAM is the providing access to all of these people by administrator. So that is the our job. So now you are very clear about what AWS administrator is doing in IAM by providing providing the access to various people, whoever is working with the same AWS along with you. So you are also working, they are also working, but you have the complete privileges you have the complete access. The other people have limited access. That's all. So in this service, the first topic is, if you click on what is IAM, identity and access management, what exactly this service is doing. The service is managing all user related, group related, roles related policies, and some identity providers and account settings, and so many things you can do in this area. So in this, first of all, we need to understand the what is groups exactly. Group in the sense, in company, if you go to the any company, there is a teams. In this point of it is group. If you go to the any company, there is a teams like database team, networking team, security team, like storage team, like that. There is a many teams are there. So you need to, in IAM, you need to create a group like a team is group like database group, application group, or some groups you need to create. Once you create the group, in that groups you are going to add the users. You are going to add the users so that they can, like DB group. So like the Java group, like there is a different teams you can say. So in IAM side, you are creating a group and you are adding from the you are adding a users into the group and they can do whatever the job. So the, like for example here, what we are going to do, we are creating a group first, then we are assigning a permission to the group, then we are adding the users to the group, then they can do whatever the permissions they have. So for example, first of all, anyone any questions here, you can interrupt me anytime. You can just interrupt me. If there is no issue, if you ask n number of questions also, we are fine. Okay. So
Yeah,
anyone any question?
just one question. Is there any limit to add the users that we can add this number of
Yeah.
users?
No, there is no limit.
Okay.
We can create the more number of users. So the first of all, group meaning you understand, right? What is group? So there is a group like a database group. There is a group like DB admin. In your company, there is a team like database team. There is a team like a database team. The team is managing all AWS related databases, and we are just giving the name, database name, and you are going to create a group. That's all. The permissions we can give later. So are also you can look for the permissions. Database means RDS. In this database means RDS, relational database management. Otherwise, you can give the database administration role also. So the Amazon RDS full permission we are giving, so that this the group we are creating. If you see, I'm creating a group. The group name is DB admin. By providing a permission, the policy is the permission. By searching the DBS permission, and I am attaching and creating the group. That's all, very simple. That means what I did exactly, I created a group by assigning a one permission to the group. The permission is database permission, that is RDS, relational database service. So by assigning RDS permission to this group, I created a group. Very simple. I'll create one more group, then you can easily understand. Just creating, first of all, you understand what is IAM: user management, group management, policy management, role management, all security related stuff we are going to discuss here. In this, the first point, we understand what is group. Group means simply we can say teams in your company. So there is a Java team. All Java developers need a API access, so that we can create a group, and we can provide the storage, development access to them, so that they can start their development job. In the same way, there is a storage team. You can create a storage team and provide the storage access to the team, and they can do the same job. So like that, if you go to the create, if you go to the create, if you go to the create job, so who just joined? Only 10 tomorrow onwards. Only 10 minutes I will allow. After that, I will lock the meeting. Okay, please make sure, Mr. Devender. So please make sure plan your schedule. Okay, join 10 minutes before. 10 minutes before, I'm asking so many questions actually. That helps you a lot. So only interview questions and all like scenarios, and I'm explaining in before uh, 10 minutes. And whoever is attending after 15 minutes, then they will not receive even recording also. Okay, make sure you guys should concentrate and focus more on this training. Okay, otherwise there is no use of this session. So now you are very clear about what is group, why we need group, and how to create a group. I will show you one more group. Like I'm going to create one more group. The group name is anything you can give. S3 admin, simple storage administrator in AWS. In AWS, the storage called as S3. So simple storage service. So in this, for that we need to provide the permission is you can look for S3 full access, look for that and assign the permission and create a group. That's all. So now you are very clear about how to create a group. So please go ahead. Any questions here about what is group, why we need group, how to create group. If you don't want how to delete a group, very easy. Select this and delete. If you don't want this group, just select and delete. So then coming to if you click on the DB database, then I mean the group, then you can see how many users are in this group, and you can see what permissions that users are have. I mean the group is having. You can see the group is having some permissions and all, and what permission, what tasks he can do, like that. The advisory I will explain what are the action he can able to perform with this permission. So if I assign a user to this group, what that user can do. So like we will understand in few minutes, but at least we are talking about what is group, how to create the group, how to delete the group, how to manage the group, and these points. So please go ahead. Any questions before going to the user? This is very easy, just creating group, that's all. There is a server admin. If you want, I will create one more group. Like if there is a server admin, that is server in AWS is EC2. In server admin, you can look for the service. I mean permission is EC2 full access. You can provide the EC2 access to this user, and that's this group, and create the group. Just now I created 3 groups. If anyone not clear about the group meaning and the groups and all, let me know before going to user. But first of all, group meaning you need to understand. That is the most important. Here the group means team. Good.
Hi, sir.
Yeah.
Can we delete the existing user, one existing user in a group?
Deleting,
One existing user in a group.
we can remove from the group, not deleting. You can delete also.
Okay. And adding.
Yes, we can add. So if you click on the group, then you can go to the, can you see these users? In these
Okay.
users, you can go add users. So I won't add KVR user into the specific, that's all, you are set. So I don't want this user in this group. Just select that user and you can remove the user. So in this group, how to create, how to delete, how to add the users also, we understand. It's very easy and simple. Okay, then coming to, if you go to the user, then we will understand little bit more like what is user means. This is the real person. Group means just a team, nothing it is doing. But user is the actual person, he is doing the job. So like you want to create a user and you can create and assign that's what yesterday we did, right? So we created a user and permission, we assign only database permission or specific permission. They do only the respective job. Suppose for example, in your company, you are the AWS administrator. So you are working for AWS. So one guy joined as a database administrator in your company. The database administrator wants to manage some of the databases in cloud, so that he will request you a create a account. So then what you can do, you can go to the AWS management console after getting the ticket, and you can go to the add user. Then you can just create user like Mike, who is the user. So, and you are, what kind of permission he is talking about, what kind of access he is looking. There is a two types of accesses. One is the management access, I mean programmatic access. The second one is the management console access. Let me go with the management access. The management console access means this management console, this GUI, this whole GUI access. So the programmatic access means they can able to access. If I provide this access to the Mike can able to log in into this AWS using Power CLI, and Java program, any other development tools also you can use to log in into this AWS to perform his job. So, but that we will discuss in few minutes. But as of now, I'm just going through like management console, and this is just okay. Does he need to change the password after logging into first time? So no need. We can provide the, like, first of all, this is auto generated password or like customs generated password. So let me give the password. So now he got the password like welcome 123, and I'm creating a then this is required to change the password. Once he logged in first time, he need to change the password. You are asking forcefully to change the password after logging. So if you remove this option, it will not ask you. If I say click on this, but as per our company security policy, definitely we should enable this. In that case, even administrator, imagine I am the AWS administrator, I created the account and I am not selected this option, then he is using the same account. But I know his password now, so I can able to do something. So instead of that, so if I select that, he will change the password, then then the password is different. So that's why this is the most important thing. So now you are very clear about, now you are very clear about like what is this option. Then you can go to the next. Then you can go to the next. You need to assign the permission to the mic. The permission you can able to give in three ways. One is you can add him to any of the group, so that the group is having some permission, he will get the same permission. The second option is you can clone a user, like already one user is having, sometime like they will ask you, hey, I need a permission same as this person, so that we can clone him. We can clone him, and we can you can add the permission same as that user. Otherwise you can attach the individual permission. You can attach the individual permission, so that you can able to manage easily. So now you are very clear about, you are very clear about IAM policy, how to assign the permission. As he is the database guy, I can add him to database group. Then you can go tag, then you can review. You can tag means, like here the tag is the one of the option we need to understand. So we need to understand. So this is the most important. Before going to tag, any questions here? Everyone able to follow me? If anyone not clear, let me know. My small recommendation is you can just take your phone and you can attend meeting in phone. Parallelly, you can take your laptop and you can start practice immediately at the same time, so that you will get that. That's why I am buying lot of time from you guys. Okay, we have that lot of time. Don't worry.
Hello.
Yeah.
Is it possible to add multiple users at a time to a group?
Yes, you can add multiple times, means like just, yes, you can add. Just select the users list, that's all.
Oh.
So creating also multiple users I will explain, but as of now, just we started with one user, I will show you that. But you understand the meaning, right?
Yes.
I
So
I
yeah.
have a question.
Mhm.
See, we suppose we have created the database group, right? And
Mhm.
there are n number of users. Say there are four users in that group, and
Mhm.
every user we are giving the permission. We are giving the different permission to every user in that group.
Mhm.
So, is that possible?
We can restrict as user level actually. So that I will explain. We need to customize our own permission, then we can provide. I will explain about that.
Okay. So we in a group we have four different users. Every member has different permission to do whatever he wants to do. It's not the same permission that he has.
Yes, yes, we can restrict that also. So that I will explain that. So now
Okay.
coming to, yeah, now coming to tags. So it's like first of all, what we try to understand, first we said create user step one, and we provided username, and there is a two types of accesses, programmatic access and password. I mean like management console, then which one you want. So I will explain about programmatic access. The management console means this is GUI, then console password like auto generated or customs password. Usually in company we will give auto generated instead of customs password, and definitely as per our security policy we check this. First of all, we never use this option. If you go to the real company point of view, I will explain, we never use this option to create the user. This is just to understand something. So like I told you that many times, like knowledge, whatever the knowledge we have is different from work knowledge. In work we are doing different. So whatever learning is different, work is different, and interview is different. So make sure these two are the three different things. So you know everything, still you can't work. That's the reason people like, the learning from Google, no use, learning from Udemy, no use, learning from friends, no use, nothing. It is giving you knowledge, but it is not giving you knowledge. Means it will give you what AWS is doing. It will give you what AWS is doing. We want that, but along with that, we need to know what we are doing. There is a big difference. What AWS is doing is different from what you are doing. So that's why this is just understanding, but I will explain what exactly we are doing in company also. So in interview also, definitely they are asking different questions, like people are asking, right, I need this type of permission, how to do. And also there is some teams, like, for example, sometime we may need to give the higher, like, see, for example, I'm giving a one permission, so you can do all other tasks. You can, if you give a permission, database permission, he can do the all database related operations, right. So that means like sometime you have the higher level permission, but still you should not do something. You have the permission, but still I want to restrict that. Like for example, for example, I assign a, suppose like there is a one L1 team. You understand L1 team? That's just a very primary level team. So I assign a, like a company is given the task to this L1 team to manage the IAM. You understand what I mean? Company given a task to L1 team to manage the user administration. You got it or not?
Yes.
So this IAM, this is just L1 guy, the small guy, but we assign the IAM permission, but he should not change himself as a administrator. You understand what I mean? As he is having IAM access, he can do anything user related, right? He
He
can
can
change
do.
his, sorry.
Yes, he can perform. He can do as a normal user activity.
No. Like imagine you are the person, you are just
Mm-hmm.
L1 guy for your own company, right?
Mm-hmm.
You are just managing user administration. You understand up to this?
User administration is means that
User
okay.
creation,
Can
user deletion, password reset,
Okay,
user
okay,
management.
okay.
okay, so
You have the
basically to
complete
assign.
permission to manage the user, right?
Okay.
Then you can make yourself as the administrator because you
So
have the
Reddy,
permission, right?
Yeah, we should not give him that much access. He should have
No,
only.
you have but the IAM access I provided you, but you have the access now.
Yes.
You understand or not? There is a big thing here. There is a big task is here actually.
so that means if I'm having an IAM permission, so I can assign a root user, admin user, and normal user. I can assign them.
You can assign means you can convert yourself as a administrator.
Okay.
You got it or no?
Yes, I
Yes.
got.
Like yeah, like I just want to reconnect it. Like I am the admin user, right? And I have
No.
created.
You are not the admin user. You are the IAM lower level permission you have.
Okay.
But that permission is capable to do anything.
Maybe we need to add any policies or something.
Yes, you can create your own policy to make yourself as an administrator.
Okay.
Because you
I'm asking if it is the L1 level, we should
Hmm.
give many restrictions, something, any group or something, any policies.
no leave about what we are doing. I will explain. But the issue you understand, right?
Yeah, issue. I got it.
The point is
Okay.
here we need to understand the issue. These type of questions they will ask you in interview. But
Okay,
I
so
want to restrict this user.
mhm.
I want
To
to
admin
restrict
itself.
this user. He should not change his permission. He just having IAM permission only. Got it or not?
Yes.
Okay, so I am permission is like
Only you can create user, delete
user.
password, and these things only
Okay.
you can do. You should not change your permission. May I know to whom I am talking?
Shubham.
Shubham should not convert. Suppose I created user Shubham by assigning IAM permission to you.
Mhm.
After logging to IAM, after logging to AWS, you can change it to your permission to admin also, because you have the IAM access. IAM can do anything, right? User related. Your user
Okay.
also you can convert as an administrator. Now you become as the administrator, not the IAM user.
Okay.
I don't want to allow you that.
Specific permissions. Third option.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
You understand the key point here, right?
Yes, I got it. I got your point.
So how to do that? These type of questions are in interview. How to restrict this user like that. So we need to understand that boundary. Like I need to set a boundary. You should not go away other than IAM. That means like the people like I gave you one permission. Within permission they can do anything, right? But still I don't want to allow to do something here that is higher level permission you provided and restricting something inside. That is the main aim of the, but we'll talk about that, but don't worry. But you got the issue, right? So now coming to, you are assigning, first of all you are creating user and you are providing the permission. So Narasimha Reddy, you joined too late. Okay, please make sure tomorrow onwards this meeting is going to lock after 15 minutes. Okay, so
Sir, I have already joined 6:30, sir.
oh, okay, why you are
Hello, sir.
disconnecting?
My net problem is, sir, because I am
That's why I'm asking you to come Hyderabad.
okay, sir. I will come Hyderabad, sir. Okay, sir.
Not easy that I am
Okay.
telling everything, but we need to make it easy for our career.
Okay.
Okay. So now
Okay, sir.
coming
Yeah.
to now coming to here, what permission you want to give, like admin permission, database guy, he's database guy, then you are assigning the database topic to him. So the tag is just to understand. Tag meaning is so to understand what kind of user he is. Just like user equal to some DB admin. So everyone know that okay, tag is just to understand what kind of user it is. So everyone understand this point or not?
Yes.
Okay. Clear.
Clear, right? But
Yes.
everyone know. While I give you some examples, just like you can guide to the people also. So if you go to the Google, you can easily understand, oh, okay, tag is to understand what user it is, like that. But this is not the real purpose. If you go to the company, this is the one task only. But in real time, it is not only the purpose. You are writing a small script to generate all the users accounts are expired in this week. You need to generate the report. So there we can use the tags actually. So like not only that, so many places in programming and we are using these tags to implement this thing. So like you have 100 volumes, like I don't want to take all 100 volumes as a backup. I want to take the backup of the specific users. So like many places, just I'm trying to highlight this point. Actually, it is whatever we are learning is not 100% true. Correct? We are just learning whatever the AWS is doing now. So then everyone good with this, right? Then review and create the user. That's all. You are all set. Now you are able to manage the user administration in your company. Tomorrow, if you join any company, there is a Infosys, they are giving this job only user administration. There is a jobs only IAM management in Infosys, Bangalore or somewhere I see. So only user administration. That's all. Then once it is done, you just need to send this link or send email to them so that they can start. Just they can go and they can start as a user. They can log in into this account and they can able to start their job. So that is the main purpose of this user logging and all. Then what Mike will do? Mike is going to log in into this session. Mike is going to, then Mike is the user, is connecting to this AWS account. So then what Mike will do? Then Mike will do only database related operations. Only he can manage database related operations only. So
From where
Mike,
this window
yeah.
comes to change the password?
No, the first time logging, that's what I enabled this, right? First time, once he log in, immediately it should change the password. That's what I
Okay, so
enabled, right?
it will automatically pop up to change the
Yeah,
password.
exactly. That's what forcefully I recommended to him to change the password.
Okay. And that link that we will send to the user, the ID, it will be
Yes,
mentioned over there
yeah,
in
exactly.
that
Yeah,
link. Okay.
yes. So then he can connect imagine now Mike is connected to the AWS account and he is trying to do some other jobs also he can able to see all icons, but he can't able to do anything. He can do only the database related job as he is the database administrator for this company. So he is managing the database operations in cloud. So now he can start his database creation. He can able to create the database as he is the database administrator. So he can able to do any kind of databases operations in this. Like he can create the MySQL, PostgreSQL or Oracle, whatever the database you want. he can create the database in 2 minutes and he can start his database. So then he can able to manage the database operations. So now you are very clear, I think.
In this master password,
No,
it's the password which you.
don't worry about this this AWS. I mean, like database creation. That is not our job at
Okay,
this
okay,
point. Our job is
okay.
creating user for him. That's all. And imagine the same user is connected and he is doing something. So what he is doing, he is creating a database in front of you. Now he is able to create the database because he is the database administrator for this company. So we are just trying to understand what he is going to do. That's all. You got it? He is able to create the database. He can reboot the database. He can start the database. He can delete the database. He can take the backup of the database. He can do all database related operations. He can do all database related operation because he is the database administrator. He is the database administrator. That's why he can able to do anything related to database operations. So that is the policy. And like in this scenario, if we want to give the something special permission to him, like there is a database team, as a like there is a group. In that group there is a 10 people are there, but I don't want to give the same permission to 10 people. In the database side there is a one per people, like 2 people, they are the L1 database engineers. They are not allowed to reboot the databases. They are not allowed to delete the databases, so that we can create our own permissions that we will discuss tomorrow. But at least outline, you understand how to create the data, I mean users, and how to assign the policy, how the user is permission, and how the user is connecting, and how he is managing and all. So before going further, any questions here about user, how to create user?
Already Balaji here.
Yeah.
I tried to, I have created user and provided IAM access and logged in with that user. I tried to provide admin access, but it says you are not authorized to reach administrator.
Okay, we'll see in few minutes, like in our lab. Today we have the lab also, right? Everyone know that, right? Like after 9, I will give 15 minutes break, then we will do lab. While doing lab, I will explain. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going back to user again. So I'm in root, I'm going root again, and I'm going to create the, so I'm going to create the IAM. I'm going to IAM again, and I created the user. I created the user, right? So everyone understand what is user here, how to create the user, how to create the user. We understand the group related information. Now we are understanding user related information. What is user, you understand. Why we need user, you understand. How to create user, you understand. If I don't want this user, I can delete the user also. Just you need to provide the delete the username, or so I can delete the user. Now you got it, how to create, how to delete, and how to manage the user also. If you go to the managing user, is managing as a AWS administrator, you understand how to create, how to delete, how to provide the access to him, and the link, what kind of link you need to provide him. And once you like provided, then you need to manage that user also. Managing user in the sense, like, see, if you click on the user, you can understand what permission he has. Sometimes he is trying to access some other services. He said, okay, I'm not able to do these things, and then you need to check what permission he has, and you can add the more permissions also. You can add more permissions also, or you can add more permission, I will explain. And you can remove the existing permissions also. So now you are very clear about what is the permission, and permission we'll talk more about that tomorrow. That is the policy. But before that, suppose imagine there is a user created. That user is attached with some permission. You want to add more permission? Yes, you can add more permission. So, like for example, you want to work on two teams, like database team and this thing. You can attach that. So you can add this group, this user to a different groups also, and so that he will get the more permissions whatever the groups is having. So now on which group he belongs to, you can understand, and also tags what kind of user he is, and just understanding. So please go ahead. Any questions here about permission related and group related and tag related? Like you want to assign about the user, like user you can give the permission, remove the permission, and group you can add him to any group, you can remove from the group also if you don't want. Easy. So then tag also you understand. Before going to security credentials, any questions here, anyone?
Can
Once
you
the
explain the concept of tax once time?
Sorry.
Can you please explain the concept of tax once again?
Yeah. So tags means like to understand what user he is, like like just to understand means like for example, by looking this user we can't say this user belongs to so and so team, so and so department, so and so task. Like just comment, we can say comment about this user, that's all for now. But in future we can use these tags to generate some reports about this user and all that we will discuss. So before going to security, any questions here, anyone? Please go ahead.
Sir, we can give the permissions now.
Permissions?
We have given the permissions.
Yes. You can
But
give.
what? Okay,
Yeah.
but what they are doing, we have to see that. What
That I
they
will
given the
explain that
permission.
for that another service. So whatever they are doing, we can monitor from another service. That maybe we'll discuss next week.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what everything is there in AWS. Whatever you want to do, you can able to do. That's why the AWS is much popular in the market, the cloud and so now security credentials. Imagine, so this is the link you need to share with him. You already know that. Suppose one day he forgot the password, otherwise his account is expired, otherwise his account is disabled. So then you need to go here and you can generate, and one day he resigned the company, you can temporarily want to disable his account. Then otherwise then he forgot the password, reset the password. You can generate the password, you can keep the existing password. So and also you can set sign in next time you can change the password, like that you can set up the all the policy. So please go ahead. Any questions here about the managing control access to that user, specific user? These options, just you need to understand. One day, oh, the guy is password reset. I mean, he requested a ticket saying that I forgot the password. Please reset. Just go to the management control. Look for the user. Look for the. Just go to AWS management console as an administrator. Look for the user. Then you can go to the user and you can go to the security. Two times you need to navigate, that's all. You have 24 hours time again to understand this. Just one time you just navigate, you are all set. So then just go here and you can do easy, sometimes easy only, but even though it is easy, until we have the hands-on, until we see multiple times, our brain will not register these things. So definitely easy even, but 1-2 times you can go through this, okay? Then you can just any questions here about this before going to further? Then multi-factor authentication. Suppose like I Subham password I know. Yeah.
okay. Okay, got it. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, please
Suppose
continue.
suppose Subham password I know. I resetted as AWS administrator. I resetted the password to welcome 123 welcome 123. I reset the password with welcome 123. So I know his password. Even as AWS admin, I can connect to his account and I can do something. So, but I don't want that. I don't want that. In that case, we can enable the multi-factor authentication. That is hard token or soft token. If you see these devices like RSA token, RSA token, you might see in somewhere, like if you are working, definitely you know. If you are not working, still you can see from your banks. Sometimes some banks are giving these hard tokens and all for security purpose. So these type of security, like even if I know password but I can't able to log in until he provide the access. So for that, so there is a multi-factor authentication I need to enable for Subham account, so that Subham need to log in into his account using his username, his password. Along with that, this device generating some secret code, he need to enter that. So if I know the username and password, I can't able to log in because I need the this this key also, this access key, that token also I need to know. That's why, so I need to enable for him multi-factor authentication. There is a three ways we can able to enable. One is the virtual multi-factor authentication. Second one is the security key. Third one is the hardware device. The third one we are talking about, this is the hardware device you need to buy and you need to enable that, so that you know, then our as a AWS admin job is very easy. Just go in the next, and the serial number you can ask him to provide, and you can, it is generating the key, you can enter the two keys and set. That's all. Next time whenever he is logging, then it will ask you the code, and you can enter, he can enter the code to log in. That's all. So that is hardware multi-factor authentication. So as of now, we don't have that device, so that we can ignore, but it is very easy to implement in case if your company is asking to enable this multi-factor authentication. You just take the serial number and all, it's very easy. So then coming to, before going to this, any questions here, anyone? About first of all, what is MFA? Multi-factor authentication. Why we need to provide the more security for the user account? How it is providing? There is a three ways we can enable this authentication. So in this authentication, you can provide the multi-factor authentication using hardware or this key. So before going to this, any questions?
That is how to enable virtual MFA device.
That I will come to that. You understand this, right? The second one is, if you go to this one, this key, you need to insert this key only whenever you insert this key, only this AWS account will open. The device also you need to buy and you need to use that. That is the second option. The third option is virtual. If you go to the virtual multi-factor authentication, Subham, if you go to your mobile, just go and download the like there is a Google Authenticator app. Google Authenticator app. So just go to Google Authenticator app, and you can download this app, this color.
Should I download this now?
Yes, you need to go to your mobile app store
Okay.
and download this.
Google Authenticator.
But you understand what we are doing, right?
Only Google Authenticator, or I need to write the complete.
Yeah, you can try with
everything?
Google Authenticator.
Yeah, it's done.
It's done, right? So after
Yes.
that, you can scan this, just a barcode. Scan this barcode.
Okay.
Done, right? Tell me
Actually,
the
I'm
code.
logged out of.
Yeah. Code. Tell me code. Not photo. Scan from that app.
Already, I was following this
It's
test and
42385.
Sir, I got a code
Sir,
423853.
can I say, sir?
Yeah.
423853.
Everyone same code actually. 423.
It is expired, sir. You can go with
Yeah.
another.
Yes.
Yeah.
431
431
423.
423.
423.
Yeah. We need to wait for the.
423. 423.
423, sir.
Yeah. We need to wait for the changing the code.
755 867.
755
86.
867.
7.
7.
Okay. Till tomorrow for you on exercises, can we change the time, like, between changing? So from app side, you can check that. Sometimes we never know these questions. So now Subham is the user. I know Subham username and I know password for the Subham. So imagine someone know username password of the Subham and they are connecting to his account. So someone is trying to access SHUBHAM and password welcome 123. So I know the password of him. Otherwise, someone know his password and username. Then easily he can able to log in. So, but still it is not allow because we enabled as AWS administrator. We enabled him for multi-factor authentication so that he need to provide this code to log in from anyone. So that is the multi-factor authentication. So please go ahead. Any questions here about multi-factor authentication?
so, where the password was mentioned over that window. You saying that
Before, yeah, password also we provided, right? Yeah.
no, you're saying that the password is mentioned on the window where from where you had copied the link.
Oh, that user link, right? So I will show you that. So this ID, my account name dot this thing. Yeah. Usually we can set up like alias name for this account instead of remembering this name. It is very hard. That's why we can set up the alias name. I will explain about that. So any questions? You got this point, right? Can I have the code now?
It's 83132.
Codes, so
321.
So 321.
321.
321. Okay. So now I can able to log. So now Subham can able to log in into this AWS account after providing the multi-factor authentication. So
you
that
have
is
given
the
the two passwords initially. You have given two passwords, right? Codes.
only one password and this passcode. So that is the to initiate. Yes, to initiate you need so make sure like we are setting up correct device.
So that barcode we have to the barcode we have to download it, and every time we are supposed to scan it.
No, not it's we already that AWS administrator is enabled for the user. So while enabling only, you need that barcode concept as AWS admin will do that. Now he is connecting. For him, he just need username, password. He has his phone and his code is generated and he provided. He can log in and he is doing his job.
And this password which he is going to provide, so that is valid for a day or it is valid permanently?
No, that is it is instantly it is generating the passcode. It is changing every minute, every 30 seconds, or that's what I'm asking you. to explore more about the code, how fast, how you want to change, and do you have any option to change the settings from the app side, like to regenerate the password every 1 minute or every 30 seconds or every 2 minutes, like how you want to set up that. That is exercise for you guys. You understand?
Okay.
You got it? Still confusion?
No, got it.
Yeah. So now you are very clear about IAM. In IAM, only user admin, you are very clear about only user related stuff. So in that user related, only we understand some topic. So those are like, permissions, group, tag, and security. In security, we understand up to this part. So then this is the signing certificate. This we will not implement. This is kind of the thumb impression or something, like you need the device for that. You need to provide the, like, while going inside, we are just show your like, thumb impression or something. Then
Biometric.
there is a biometric. So that is the scenario, like, but we don't have anything at this time. Just in case in company need, yes, you can able to provide this biometrics also. So that is the one thing. And access keys and secret keys, this is the most important that we will discuss tomorrow. So any questions here up to now? No questions, right? Yeah.
So just want to see that the page from where you selected for MFA console.
Okay. Yeah, MFA user. Once you click on the user, you can see the MFA. So, like, for example, can you see my screen?
Yes.
So, yeah, if you go to the user, if you click on the user information, then we are managing the user, creating user, deleting user, managing user topic. So in managing, there is a security, then there is a multi-factor authentication, manage, then you can enable whatever authentication you want.
Okay.
Got it, right?
Okay.
So that is
So
the,
I already the signing certificates would be coming from any third party
yes,
or from company.
yeah, okay. So that is the one thing. So any
Okay.
question?
So what is the use of the signed certificates ready? So what will happen if those certificates are not imported in AWS account user?
That depends on, like, first we need to enable that. If it is not, the certificate is not imported, then it is not allowed to connect, right? If you enable that certification, then until it is valid, it will not allow biometrics.
Okay. So nowadays in our most of the companies we are not using AWS. Just asking curiously. So is it mandatory nowadays to import certificates, or MFA is alone enough?
No, MFA is completely different section, and MFA to log in from your laptop. So the biometrics is if sometime the devices are enabled. So like, you need to buy the device. Mostly MFA only we are using actually for the companies. So sometime if they want to enable biometrics also, like, I don't know, like, reason why that my biometrics who is using, but mostly we can use MFA only. But we are just understanding the um, what are the options available. So any
So
questions you
ready?
got this? Yeah.
Yeah. During this lockdown, all over, I mean, work from home is going on. So at that time, what the customers, I mean, the clients were doing to log in
Yeah,
and
definitely
MF.
multi-factor authentication is should enabled most of the users, at least for a root user or something. For root user, we are enabling hard token. For normal user, we are using this Google Authenticator. We are using Microsoft Authenticator actually. That
Okay.
is, yeah. So, any questions, anyone? Yeah. Thanks, everyone.